So, Louise, can you think of a time that you experienced sadness?
Yeah, just after I got married, me and my husband moved to Cork, and it was very exciting, but it also meant that I was moving country, so we had to move all that we had, and we were leaving friends and family and everything that we knew to go somewhere that we didn't know. So we had a lot of different emotions going on, but sadness was definitely one of the prominent feelings that I had.
So, how did that show up?
I think it mostly showed in my thoughts. I was thinking about how I would be away from my family. I was thinking about how I'd be away from my friends, that I wouldn't know anyone, and feeling like I was losing a lot of what I knew and what was comfortable, and thinking that I had to step out of my comfort zone, and that scared me as well. So there was scaredness?
Sorry.
Fear going on as well. So yeah, it made me think. I felt it mostly in my feelings, I think, and then in my body, I cried a lot. Maybe not in front of them because I didn't want to upset them either, but definitely when we got there, and days that felt harder.
Yeah.
There was definitely tears and feelings of loneliness as well.
So lonely, missing people.
Yeah.
Hard days.
Yeah.
So was that what it was like all the time? Like, did you regret moving there?
No, not at all. There was definitely days that were really exciting and really happy, and days where we got to meet new people and try new things and do things that I've never done before. Do you know, so I learnt lots of new skills and I met lots of new people. And if I hadn't have moved and had that loss, I wouldn't have gained a whole lot of new things and new people and new friends. So not every day was like that. It was very up and down. Some days I felt really excited about moving and was excited about what was going to happen. But then there were some points in some days that were just tougher, you know, when you just felt a bit sad and needed your mum to talk to, or you wanted to hang out with your sister or something like that. That was harder because they were further away.
So how did you process the sadness when you were feeling that?
Yeah, so I think I probably kept it in to myself for too long and then realised actually talking about it was helpful. So first of all, talked to my husband about it, and he was actually feeling the same. So it was good to be able to validate our emotions, that we were both feeling the same thing, and that actually it was important that we kept contact with our friends and family back home as well. So being able to chat with them, even though it was hard sometimes, knowing that it was only FaceTime or a phone call or a message, you couldn't actually be with them, actually seeing their face and hearing their voice really helped. And they also were sad too, you know, so it was validating their emotions, that they miss me, but they don't want to seem overbearing because, you know, she's moved and we don't want to annoy her. But they actually, me phoning and saying, oh, I miss you, validated their emotions as well. So it was really a big circle of like helping each other to process and just talking about it and being honest. Sometimes that's really hard to do, but I think it's really helpful when you are feeling those things, because if I hadn't have said anything, I wouldn't have known that my husband felt that way, or I wouldn't have known that my mum felt that way as well. So speaking it out actually releases it for other people as well.
Brilliant. So is sadness something that you run from?
I think initially, yes, and when something happens that is sad, my first probably reaction is to try and not let it affect me as much, because my personality is to make sure everybody else is okay. So I probably push it down a little bit, but I realise that that's not the best thing to do, because when I release it and when I deal with it, I can actually help other people more.
Wonderful. Thanks for sharing, Louise.
No problems.